A boom, 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 boom. What strange creatures bunnies are.
It'll never get
The
old.
first time you heard it, you got confused.
I was so confused. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the season 3, episode 3 of Punchy Book Club.
I think it is episode 3.
Oh, thanks, Crosshair.
Yes! Correct guess.
Oh no! Oh, Kaiser Omnic, thank you. A 22-month streak. Damn. Thank you for your patronage and support. It is much appreciated. And thank you all for joining us.
Yes,
as
to
we discuss
Monstress by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda, the illustrator. Did you read where they used to work before?
No.
So, the illustrator, Sana Takeda, she used to work for Sega.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
At age 20, she was working for Sega. 5 years later, she quit to do freelance and illustrated a bunch of comics like X-23, Miss Marvel. And she's an illustrator for trading card games in Japan, where Marjorie Liu, the writer, is an attorney and New York Times bestselling author of over 17 novels.
That feeling when you can do multiple jobs
Right?
really, really well.
Her comic book work includes X-23, Black Widow, Dark Wolverine, Astonishing X-Men, and she was nominated for a GLAAD Media Award, which is pretty fucking cool.
Well, I'm intimidated.
She teaches a course on comic book writing at MIT.
Road trip?
I'm down.
Right,
We'll just go sit in on the class.
That will be our season 5 opener. It's our book.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That we write
Can't
after
wait.
taking one class, and you'll have to illustrate because otherwise
Oh,
it'll be stick figures and garbage.
Yeah, because you think it won't be stick figures if I'm the one illustrating.
Look, I saw your magical grilled cheese sandwich. I know what you can do.
It's true. It's true. Oh, it is episode 2.
Oh, shit.
Second book. Yes. I'll tell Lo to take the year off.
Excellent. Well, let's get this show on the road. This is going to be a quicker talk today. Cathy needs to be out of here in 1 hour.
Yes.
So in the Cinderella fashion, she
I'll leave
will
one shoe
disappear in an
and
hour's
leave
time
one shoe
and
behind.
leave a shoe in a pumpkin.
Oh, I like this first impression. To quote Professor Tamtam, former first record keeper of the Ishami Temple and learned contemporary of the Namron Black Claw, this book kicks ass.
Professor Tamtam, by the way, is everything.
Yes,
to me.
I'm trying to find a picture of Professor Tamtam right now. Cause there he is. So
I'm sorry, but
look how cute that is.
This book was made for cat people.
It really was. Oh my god.
As soon as I saw all the cats, I freaked out.
I also, when I saw the cats, I was like, I feel like Liz fucking chose this book for a reason.
I think I mentioned this last month, but I picked this one off the shelf from a comic book store specifically because of the cover. I thought it was beautiful, and so knowing nothing about it except that it was beautiful and there was a quote from Neale Gaiman on it.
Yes.
Those were the two things that I needed to pick it up.
And when you told me you picked this, I was like, that looks familiar, and it's because a friend of mine had read it and she had told me about it.
Oh, so how did you end up reading it?
Oh, I read it because of book club, but I knew about it beforehand.
But how did you get your hands on it? Did you read it digitally?
I ordered it from Amazon.
Oh,
I didn't bring it with me.
My God,
Oh my god,
Crosshair.
Yes. The tiny mouse.
So
with
small, he's
the
so
chocolate
small.
mice.
I love dipping the chocolate.
Dipping.
Ooh, Kaiser Omnics. Oh, excellent. Okay, good.
Oh.
Kaiser Omnics going to see Jurassic Park after this.
Yes, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
The forgotten fallen kingdom
Oh my god.
that's lost. in a world. No, I didn't get it. Okay, so general impressions. Go for it.
So I really liked it. I thought it was beautifully illustrated. I think there's a lot of like rich history in this book that we still don't know about yet, which kind of plays into the fact that while I do like it, I think it's very fucking chaotic. And there's like not enough character development for me to decide like who I like or who I don't like and who's bad and who's good. But I did like it because I thought it was like very interesting storylines that they're setting up.
I was thinking of like 5 storylines.
Yep.
I was also very intrigued by it and overall enjoyed it. It did take me a while to get into it because I couldn't get my bearings at all at the beginning. I was very confused, and then they were hopping around in the timeline.
There's a lot of rereading things.
And I was rereading things, and then luckily Professor Tam Tam showed up and started giving us some lore background. And that, while those are normally the types of things that I just skim, I actually read those more
like
in more depth than I did anything else in the book, because that started to put together the world that I was very confused about. And that was when I started to really enjoy myself more. I loved the art. Had some nitpicky problems with some of the action scenes because they were very chaotic. So much so, reminded me of Old Man Logan, where you can't tell what's happening.
Yeah.
But not in a good way.
No, it's like
everything is the same, is similar shades.
Yeah, or you see
like
something start, and then you're like, a bunch of stuff is chaotic, and then you get like the end bit of like what happened.
And sometimes
afterwards.
you don't even know who died.
Yeah.
Because when the people are killed by getting all of their life sucked out of them, you're not quite sure who they were before. That's true. So it's chaos, and then a corpse that you can't recognize. So you're just like, oh, I guess they were expendable. Reminded me of Saga in style, etc., says Crosshair. So it was very your style of a comic. Also,
that's true though.
Also the theme, the protagonist, and other characters. It's in top 3 of all books and a solid contender for season best.
Wow.
It's fucking great, Crosshair. Love it. Kaiser Omnic says, I found this book tackles themes that have been seen elsewhere, war between humans and magic species, magic species being used to fuel magic, etc. But the world building is still pretty interesting. The best part is the main character and the cats, of course. We have seen, the old god thing I found overdone.
Yeah, because I mean, they do that in American Gods, right? Like that's a main thing. Old gods versus new gods. This kind of has this, not necessarily the same thing. It's more about like old gods becoming integrated into like society and like creating these hybrids, and then you have like the hybrids, the ancient ones, and then the humans, I guess. And then I think the main thing about this, because if you read like the back panel, Marjorie Liu talks about how it's just like this idea she had in her head of this girl.
Do you want to read that? Sure. I mean, I know it's long. If you guys don't mind, this is from the back inside cover.
Yeah, so right at the
So
back.
if you haven't read it, this gives some context to the whole story.
Yeah. So Monstress was more a desire than an idea, an impulse that came over me, something I'd think about in the shower or when I was driving and listening to Janet Jackson on the radio. I had this image in my head of a battered girl standing alone, absolutely furious, and behind her a battlefield that stretched for miles. I didn't know what to do with it, and I'm not all that patient, but I had no choice in this matter. Nothing was there, no story, just that girl. I didn't know anything about war, not having lived through one, but my grandparents experienced the devastation of war firsthand in China. In their stories, surviving was more horrifying than dying. Surviving required a desire to live more powerful than any bomb or army. A summoning of superhuman resilience to keep going day after day. Starvation, biological experimentation, rape camps, occupation, colonization. What ravaged Europe during World War II also ravaged China and the rest of Asia. And the victims of this horror had to learn how to first survive, then survive the surviving. To be Chinese American meant the war loomed upon the history of my world. I grew up hearing my grandparents tell nightmarish stories, heartbreaking too, and also heroic beyond words. What they endured I could scarcely imagine. I thought always, if I could only be as strong as them. My grandparents were Chuchun. I don't know what that means, by the way, so someone must have looked that up. I'm a twig in comparison. That's okay, my imagination is strong. And the root of my desire, I finally realized, was to tell a story about what it meant to be a survivor. A survivor not just of a cataclysmic war, but of racial conflict and antecedent hatred. And to confront the question, how does one whom history has made a monster escape her monstrosity? How does one overcome the monstrousness of others without succumbing to a rising monstrousness within? The image of that furious girl never left me. She followed me from Beijing to Boston and to Japan, where Sana and I first began our collaboration, and where that girl finally began to speak. And here we are, and here you are, and here she is too. And then they just thank everyone. Thank you for... Sana and I thank you deeply for partaking in this epic journey of this haunted young woman who believes she's alone and a war far behind her, and another one rising like a doom, like a monster on the horizon. I would like to think my grandparents would have recognized her.
Yep.
So yeah, I find a lot of it is about... I find it's not so much about gods than it is about war and racial issues and
what it means to survive.
And conflict and exactly what she says about how do you shed this notion of I'm a monster, because you think about the war and how America saw people as enemies and would call them had derogatory terms for them and would call them monsters and things like that, and it's but they're people too. It's kind of just more about that, how everyone needs to be seen equally and
Nyla's here.
all that stuff. Hey girl, I'm gonna lend you this so you can read it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah. Check it. Crosshair mentions 5 gold stars for the comic relief Fox Girl. That's how you do a comedic sidekick right.
Oh my god.
She's so
I
cute.
don't know if she was funny so much as so frightened all the time that I was you poor
I
freaking
related
thing.
very strongly to her because I think that's how I would behave if I was trapped in the goings on of this fucking book.
But she was so cute.
Well, all of those kids, man, the kids who
It's
they
really
did
fucking
nothing
sad.
wrong.
Yeah.
They just happened to be arcanic.
Yeah. And it's no, you die. And that's the part where I was kind of getting confused because the people who took them are witches.
Yeah.
But are they-
Nun witches. Is that what they're called?
Nun witches,
Yeah.
yes. But are they just human? Or are they...
They are human.
Okay,
Yes.
that's where I was
But
confused.
they're elevated. So one of Tam Tam's
Yeah, they have
things
powers
was saying that certain human women were elevated amongst above the rest because they would have powers of telepathy.
Yeah.
They were psychic. They
Yeah,
were
telekinesis,
soothsayers,
all that stuff.
all that jazz. So that's how they became the
Okay.
nun witches.
And also, something I want to point out is for the longest time while reading, I thought there was only women. There was only going to be
It's true.
women.
Actually, there were.
Until, you see this guy.
Oh, dear God.
And then until you see that
The
angel.
old man in the jail. And then the dark...
The dark angel little guy.
What is it? The dark... no, the dusk... The dusk court?
Yes.
Which was so fucking cool, by
Yo,
the way. It was
when this
reminding
guy
me of the
showed up-
shadow court in Changeling.
Oh, that's a thing. I know about this because of
Yeah.
the books that I read.
I just love the idea of this court that has completely sequestered themselves off from everybody, and you don't know anything about them, and they're just silent. And then all of a sudden they appear to get involved in this conflict. And why? Why are they suddenly emerging from the shadows? That was really cool, and I thought his entrance was
It was super boss.
badass.
Look at this fucking. Also, he showed up and I was like, okay, sexy long-haired angel man.
He was a sexy long-haired angel man.
Until, oh no, and then he became good. Oh, so good. I forgot about that.
Her growth from a scared little fox into a combat fox. This is true.
True.
And she attacked him.
Put
She was so small.
Did we read this? Complimentary to Saga's perspective on war.
Yes,
it really
very
is, though.
much so. Very,
So good.
very much so that they. I will say that Saga, in my opinion, does a better job at the beginning of showing the nuances amongst the different sides. I think this one shows that both sides are very flawed
Yes.
and doesn't necessarily give me anything to root for either of them. Whereas Saga,
Exactly.
I had something that I was rooting for from both
Because
sides
it was
of the
so
conflict.
it was so much clearer who's good and who's bad in Saga, I find.
Yes, and there was also just a lot of gray. And
Yeah.
here it's there's a bunch of bad people, and then at the core there's a bunch
her.
of innocents and her.
Yes.
So a bunch of little kids.
But even her, you don't know what, is she good or is she bad?
Well, is she just being consumed by this ancient demon god?
Yeah. But then there's that...
Fuck.
Anyways, it's so, like, there's so many questions. The end is a fucking total cliffhanger.
Yep.
Of an end. So I'm like, wow, you gave me no choice but to, like, read the second volume
Well
now.
done, Marjorie.
Yeah, pretty much.
You savvy fiend.
Oh, man.
Got a Dune vibe. Oh, Dune vibe from that powerful women witch organization. Yes, you are right, Kaiser Omnic.
They were bunnies, Bunny Dusk members.
Very much so.
It gets bonus points. They were hares, too. Were there Bunny Dusk people? I thought it was only cats and then, like, arcanic people.
Well, there was that one shot or that one panel where you see a whole bunch of them. They're all pointing their spears at her.
Like,
maybe there were some bunnies in there. Leave it to Crosshair to immediately zero in on
the rabbits.
What did you all think of the illustrations? Did you find, like I did, that the battle scenes especially were very chaotic, or did that not bother you as much because
there is a bunny.
It's war, and war is chaos. What did you think? Oh, it's a bunny with wings?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god.
shit.
Also that monkey. Where's the
page 82 has a bunny drinking.
Page 82 has a bunny drinking. There's no page numbers on this.
Oh god damn it.
I count no pages. But there's also like a little monkey at one point.
Yeah, that was amazing.
The monkey was so
And it was a monkey king.
Yeah, and he had like a little heart on his face. It was so cute.
Yeah, the
Anyways,
animals were really, really, really well drawn.
I loved the art style. But I do agree with you that it was like there's a lot of chaos in during the fight scenes. So it's kind of like even just this, like what the
what
fuck
is happening there?
I don't know. And sometimes because it's so chaotic, I had a hard time figuring out if I had to read like horizontally across both pages.
I never read horizontally.
No, which is not what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
But sometimes the way it's laid out, you're like not
you get
super
confused.
sure.
There isn't a clear delineation.
So it's kind of like, am I reading it like this or am I reading like this? But I mean, it was supposed to be read like page by page. Whoops,
Yeah.
sorry.
How dare you?
Page by page.
Crosshair found the art fast to look at, so fast to read, with text also. Fancy but clear. Not sure why the fight scenes didn't seem confusing to me. Well, because you are an agent of chaos, Crosshair, so that worked for you. It was like, it played to your strengths. Kaiser Omnic loved the backgrounds. That's true. The backgrounds, we've spoken about this in a few of the books that we've read. Alita did it as well, right? Had like a really rich and detailed background.
Yeah.
That didn't detract from
But
the
this
main
did it
action.
well. Like, you can look at
fucking
the
stunning.
chapter covers and like, you know, when she wakes up and she's kind of like inside herself and with the monster, and there's almost like a like hieroglyphics type things on the wall.
What
that
the
are very
shit is going on with
detailed.
that, by the way? And is that her mom that the monster keeps talking to, who's in like a sarcophagus? What is the deal with that? Where
I
is
thought
her
it
mom?
was her mom, or it's an ancestor, because he said like he has been passed down through her bloodline.
But then he said there's one other I can pass to.
That's why I think she has like a sibling.
Yeah, didn't they mention a sister or something?
I don't think they. I only got it from that, or like I don't know. That's why it's like so fucking.
The questions. Also, her. Can we talk about her? Atina? Is that her name?
Yeah, I was calling her Atina, so I hope that's what it is.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, it's like, is she good or is she bad or is she a double agent? I'm not entirely sure. Because
She seems like she's a double agent who's trying to help the Arcanics.
yes, but she's also like her lover,
Yeah.
like of a witch. What's that? Her name?
Sophia.
Like she's like Sophia's lover, but like, is that like a real relationship or is she faking it because her brother is helping Arcanics? Because she does tell her brother, like, oh, I'm sorry, like, you have to see that because he used to be Sophia's slave and all this stuff. So I feel like that.
Oh, shit, you're right.
I feel like that relationship is a lie. Oh, here's, like, the hieroglyphic thing. And she kind of has, like, this Anubis
Anubis.
thing. Anyways, there's just like so much stuff.
Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but what did Crosshair say?
Read it half a page at a time on the monorail. Fair point also. To go back a step, it was very equal in its dicitude distribution. Almost every character in the book is not quite right. At first, it looked like dudes buying slaves, but it quickly showed that everyone is morally questionable person. Yes, and the person selling the Arcanics at the beginning, I'm pretty sure is a woman.
Yeah.
And it's a woman primarily buying them, that
it's fine.
witch woman, because she wants to like bathe in their blood or drink their blood, because their blood like the bodies of dead Arcanics release lilium, which can be used to lengthen people's lives and heal them and all that stuff. She was a slave trader. I think she was there later in the book too. I think she was in later in the book in a flashback from when Micah was younger, and how like her and her friend there.
Tusa?
Is it Tusa?
Tusa? Okay, now I'm rereading the stuff with Atina and Sophia.
Them together?
Yeah.
Because you only realize
there's him.
Yes. That's her brother. Oh, he's there in the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
Right?
didn't even realize that.
Fucking nuts. And there he is.
Hugging Micah? It's weird that he's hugging her.
Well, yeah, she falls into him, and so he... Oh, shit.
And then there's also that whole mention of the battle at Constantine.
Yeah, we don't know what was
And how,
happening there.
like... So what I got from the Constantine battle was that some big cataclysmic event happened, and the witch side thought it was the Arcanics that did it, which is why kind of like the war ended-ish.
Yep.
But the Arcanics themselves don't even know what happened, but they're keeping up the lie because they want to have like that
Well,
cloud in their
that's
hand.
the way that the stalemate has remained.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's attacked them because they feel like they have some kind of nuclear weapon.
Yeah. But I think
the
we
equivalent
know
of-
who it is.
It must have been her, but the demon must have been unleashed fully, because does she even remember what happened?
She doesn't remember what happens. I think she remembers up to a certain point, and then she doesn't remember anymore.
Shit.
Yeah, Slave Trader, later in book 2, I'll write that, yeah. And then it's like, what is Sophia, like, looking into again? Because she's, like, a scientist. And she's researching, I can't remember what she's researching.
Lithium? Lithium?
And
Lithium?
Atina keeps telling her, like, oh, this again, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember what it is. that
Yeah,
she's
and I don't know what the
researching.
deal is with Sophia. So Sophia was, like, burned, but
Yeah,
then
well, she
somehow
burned her
survived.
alive. She survived because she just got burned, I think. I don't think she was, like, murdered or anything.
How did she survive? Oh, she was just stabbed through the shoulder.
Yeah.
I see.
And the little fox. So, like, the little fox... I also think it's cute that she calls her little fox, and then you find out later her mom calls her little wolf.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, aw,
See, doesn't it look like she's slipping something into her mouth in this?
maybe some tongue.
Dang.
Ew! But
I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah. Oh man, so much randomness. I think the Constantine event was due to the Kitty Cat General, who I think is the lead in this book.
Really?
So the
You
Kitty
think
Cat
about the cat?
War General summoned the old god thing. He blew up the battle, then forgot. Which Kitty Cat? Like the one that finds them? Or like the other cat that's part of the Dusk Court?
I don't know.
The Black Helmet Lady. Oh, the one who has the thing covering her face and has the 3 eyes, because she also has a demon in her, you find out? Because
I'm wondering if she's Micah's mom.
Whose mom?
Oh, I don't know. Micah? No, not
No.
her. No,
That's
the other
what I'm
one.
talking about.
Not her. I'm talking about the one who was talking to the Wolf Queen.
Oh, who was talking to the Wolf Queen?
You can tell when those panels are because it's like suddenly bright and sunny.
Yes. I had just seen it.
I read most of it this morning.
Really?
I was really worried I wasn't gonna finish in time. But
It was
no,
pretty.
it's fine.
It was pretty like easy to read.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Except for the stuff you had to reread like 5 times just to be sure that you understood what was going on.
Yeah.
So, I have a question for all y'alls. Do you think that there is a side of the conflict that is less evil than another? How do you think this war could possibly end? Can it end in any way that doesn't involve, like, both sides just completely decimating each other? Sound off in the comments.
Oh, this person,
yeah.
right?
I think that's her mom.
We never get revealed who it is, right?
Yeah. But she looks a lot like the sarcophagus, too.
Oh no, she lifts her helmet.
Yeah, she looks
Oh,
just like her.
Yes. But I think this person is the other person that can have
Oh, okay. So maybe
that
that's
can
the
have
sister.
the old god. So that's why I think it's either the mom or it's a sister because she has like these marks on her face and it's not the same as her mom because her mom is like this is her
Yeah,
mom.
but it's been a while since she's seen her mom.
Oh, mind you,
Whoa.
the hair is somewhat
Hey,
the
Miss
same.
Stritch. Yeah, we
Hey,
started
Miss
an
Stritch.
hour early this week because Cathy has to go to Greek Easter.
I must
Greekster.
go to Greekster.
Probably by killing off the witch nuns or something like that and burn the citadel.
It
God,
might
shit
be.
crosshair.
It might be because look at this. Oh,
Yeah.
look at this.
Eh.
It's just she has markings on her face, but that might be from like war.
Yeah, she's a warlord now. You change your face when you become
But this
a
is
warlord.
another example of like a what the fuck. Like
Yes.
the chapter starts and she just murders this guy. You don't know why.
Yeah. Yep.
And then it's just like I'm not a grave robber. I didn't steal the bones. Murdered, and then she goes to the
Just casual
the
unicorn
palace.
murder.
And I was like, what?
They might be sisters too, or her mother. Not sure if the war general was.
Oh
a
my god,
flashback
Miss
or not.
Rich, the chapter art.
Stunning.
I want them as like posters. to
Yeah,
frame,
I
'cause
wonder if
they're
they
so
sell
nice.
prints.
I'm sure they
What?
do.
Gonna look it up.
Monstress
Monstress.
print.
Bam, bitch. Okay, what do we have here? Where's your store? Oh no.
Cover art? Go to cover art. Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Oh
wait,
my god.
I don't want to get spoilers.
Oh, okay.
But that's fucking beautiful. If you go to Sana Takeda's website, which is sanatakeda.com, she has like a section where
I got you to cover art
she
for
has
Sherlock.
prints. What?
Fuck, she's talented. All right. Well,
Speaking of,
how the
I-
hell are we gonna buy this?
The Art of Monstress. There's like a Tumblr page. Mr. said, speaking of, something I noticed, chapter 4, the art has her with black hair. It's the same as the cover, but the cover has her with white
Wait?
hair. I mean, I don't think it's white hair. I think it's just a reflection on her hair, the white part. Wait, but I'm gonna go look at chapter 4.
This would make a great movie. Yes, it would.
I was thinking about that at home.
Oh, Mr. Just cover is different.
Oh. Okay. I'm still gonna look at the chapter 4 thing in case it's the same. Is this your chapter 4 cover, I guess? This thing?
That's beautiful. Oh my god.
And it's interesting because look, she says mother to the thing here. And this is the same helmet the other character we suspect is her mother is wearing.
That's
by the
what I'm
way.
saying. That's what I was saying.
Well, damn.
That's what I'm saying.
But if she's not dead, how could she have appeared and like told her don't forget this name and gave her the name of the monster?
Because you can only talk to people when you're dead.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe she's a psychic. Or maybe that's her sister.
I don't know, man. Now I gotta read. Is the second volume out?
That's a really good question.
Monstress Volume 2.
It must be, right?
The blood.
Oh.
Ooh. Ah. Fucking A.
Is that? Oh, the little fox guy.
And the angry cat. By the way,
That
the cat
cat.
had some facial expressions that...
When the kid, it's because when the fox kid was telling.
Look at this. Relatable.
Yes.
Relatable.
But then there's the part where the fox kid is like, just saying something super cute, and I can't remember what it is. And then like hugs the cat, like about being scared and like we could be scared together or something like this. I don't remember.
I was kind of here for everything about the Wolf Queen.
Me too.
How about that outfit?
I love it.
And I've never seen
She's so regal.
like a design like this. I think this was the most beautifully designed character in the book to me. Fuck, gorgeous.
There was
Check
a
it.
lot of good like, and I just picture like these costumes in real life and how
Yeah.
like gorgeous they would be. So good. I uploaded it to Twitter so I can show you what my cover has.
Oh shit, that's
What
crazy.
the fuck?
Whoa.
Because they do mention that Lilium makes your hair white. So I'm wondering if, like, that gave something away and then maybe that they changed the cover. I don't know. Because Lilium makes... Lilium?
Well,
I always kept misreading lithium. I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
I
they're just
read
giving
it. as
lithium.
lithium. Everyone's just high as kites.
Fucking drugged the fuck up.
Right, so I'm gonna look up. Hold on, Santa Takeda store. Santa
You're-
Takeda store. I don't think so, because this is all comics.
Oh, Blackbird.
Oh, everything's so beautiful. Oh yeah, what the hell is Blackbird though?
I think that's on our list.
Oh yeah, it might be. Let me check. Well, it's not, but it is now. Oh, Lilium.
Lilium. Okay, Lilium. So good.
So nice. Okay. Yeah, I honestly might want to get my hands on Volume 2.
Same.
I bought, speaking of Volume 2.
Oh shit! I need to buy that.
I found
and
it.
this one.
I found it in a store in Toronto and just
Nice.
grabbed it. Very excited.
Good old.
Add it to the old list.
The old pile.
The
Oh my!
old-
I still have all your sagas, by the way.
Oh, shit,
Not
you're the
all.
one who
Not
has
all of
them.
them. I have the first 5 or 6.
I'm gonna need to get those back.
I have to give them back to you because I got my own. Because someone at work was selling them for like $10 each, so I bought like the first 5.
Good call on that
So
one,
I have
friend.
to give you back yours.
Yes, please.
Lil
I look
whatever.
forward to getting them back. I have to lend them to Jen.
Ah.
I took
Okay.
her into a comic store and she's like, "What should I read?" I was like, "This one." This
Let
one,
me
this
roll
one,
out
this
my
one.
list. That's so funny.
The guys at the store were like, they were just sitting behind the counter listening to me go, "Okay, so you need to read."
See, to read this and this and this. I just read the last volume of Saga before the 1 year plus hiatus. Oh man, I'm not even like I'm behind on Saga.
I think I haven't read 9 yet, but I have it.
But I will catch up. Which is like 10 Canadian.
Yep. Monstress
Saga?
was €6 for you? Damn. Yes, Miss Rich, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh no, but we were talking about this, right? Our idea for season 3.
Yes, season 3 idea is to just read all like the volume 2s of things we've read.
Is
in
it the
first-
volume 2s or just devote an entire season to one
Oh yeah,
to one
Okay,
franchise?
yes, to one franchise.
And we were talking about Saga being a really good option for that
True.
because it has about the right number of.
Yeah, because we can't choose something new and then have to wait for release.
Yeah, we can't do that. So those are some things that were
Saga would be a good one. Bitch Planet would even be a good one. 'cause
I don't
think
know if
there's-
Bitch Planet
I think
has
there's a bunch.
Really?
I think. I could be wrong though.
No, doesn't say anything about this.
Or top volume 2s. It could be either or. It's 10 months of comics, so choose well. True. Oh man, that'd be such a good idea though.
Yeah.
Would it be Saga? Like, what else could we do? That has like a relatively like long Unless we do Saga because there's only 10 issues?
Well, that was kind of my thought was just that, yeah, there's 9 or 10 volumes out of Saga right now, so the numbers make sense.
Okay.
But I think we're getting some requests for maybe a couple of volume 2s. So maybe instead of doing a full season devoted to one, we'll do one season where we have a few volume 2s thrown in there.
Saga 2, then top 2, Saga 3, something 2. Oh, that could be an idea. That's a good idea.
See,
or we do like the first half of the year is just Saga, and the last half,
so many
rest.
options.
I think it would be cool to start with maybe volume 2s for the first half,
Yeah.
and then the second half is Saga. Like we finish it out with just like 4 sagas.
If we're gonna do that, I'm waiting on Bitch Planet Volume 2. I'm not gonna read it yet. And I'm gonna wait on I Have Awakened the Divine Volume 2, which I would love to read.
It'd be so good. So good.
Oh, getting so excited.
I know.
We have so many plans.
Does it explain how she gets the eye on her, the brand on her chest?
No, but I think that happened because it happened during the Battle of Constantine, right? So I think that was the moment when the
she
demon...
got the thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's the moment when the demon took hold of her.
Yeah, because I think in the flashback, she gets it. And she's like, it hurts or whatever the fuck.
My chest! I have an eye in my chest and a demon growing out of my arm stump. Help me!
Yeah, we still don't know how she lost her arm.
Yeah, because when she was a kid in the flashbacks, does she have just one arm?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to look for that flashback now. I think I'm too...
Because otherwise, I have a theory that her mom cut off her arm so that she could be possessed by the demon. And that was the only way that she could
Save her?
save her. That's my theory.
Oh, here we go.
Did you guys pick up on the cats in the talks mention Constantine was 300 years ago? What? No, that
Wait,
doesn't
what?
make any sense. I did not catch that.
Huh?
What?
Oh, this is like she's going through her memories, like running. And then and he says the demons, I assume it's a he, but I could be very fucking wrong. Like, I was awake here briefly and I fed, yes, I feasted. So the demon is the one that killed everyone. And then there's the brand on the chest, and then she's saying, it hurts, they hurt me, my face still burns, and my chest. And the mom is telling her, I know, little wolf, get up now, we have to run from here, they're coming for us, Yvette and the others.
Crosshair, your reverence for Professor Tam Tam is art. I think that was Professor Tam Tam, former first record keeper of the Sami Temple and learned contemporary of Namron Blacklaw, talking
It might
to the
be
kids.
300
Oh yeah,
years in
so
the
maybe
future.
Professor Tam Tam is just
Giving
very far.
That's
away,
the thing, Professor Tam
far
Tam's
away.
giving a lesson, and we don't know where they are in the timeline.
But we do know they still eat chocolate-covered mice.
They do. This was pretty. I was very happy about
At least
this.
the cats survive. If nothing else, the cats will rebuild.
This was super important for me, knowing what
Knowing what everybody looked like.
what everyone was, arcanic half breeds and humans, ancients, and then there's the old gods, and then that arcanics are a mix of ancients and humans because ancients liked having humans around, but then it's humans obviously in their never-ending quest for power realize that there's the whole Lilium thing and they can kill arcanics and get it, so I'm just ugh, humans.
So is that how they get Lilium? They extract it from arcanics?
They kill them because then it's released from their bones.
Yeah. Jesus. Even Professor Fuck. I want that as either as a tattoo or on a t-shirt. I don't know.
Oh my god, Mistress made a good point.
Do you want a Professor Tam Tam tattoo?
Are we gonna get Professor? I don't know if I want a Professor Tam
I
Tam.
think I do.
Also, can you imagine being in a world where multi-eye ghosts just wander around?
No. I would shit my
Scary
pants.
as shit. When
I
they're
would
just
shit my
riding
pants.
and they're look at that. I'd be shitting my pants.
Yeah. Suddenly a 3-eyed monster appears and tries to suck the life force out of you. Or
And it's
someone with a
fucking huge.
unicorn whose horn has been ripped off
That made
and
me
it's just
sad.
rampaging around. Jesus, guys.
It made me sad,
It's
but
excessive.
I was also very jealous that everyone's just fucking willy-nilly riding unicorns, and I'm I want a unicorn.
I want a unicorn too. Or a Pegasus. Or a Thestral.
Where's the thing where they're just riding and they're like, oh, look, so cash. I'm like, that's not cash at all.
Instagram would be very different.
This!
What? What do you do? Oh my god.
Look, little fox, at this giant monstrosity.
Super casual. It's just a mountain of the dead. Don't mind.
Instagram would be very different with those in the background. Agree.
Ooh, your old assistant manager had the coolest tattoo. A unicorn skull.
Actually, Fred's sister has a unicorn skull thing, I think. But yes, that's a dope tattoo.
Scott and I have a unicorn in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I saw.
Sparkly
Jealous.
Pants is
Sparkly
a badass
Pants.
bitch. And we started taking pictures of Sparkly Pants standing in all the places where Punchy's had sex.
Oh my god, yes.
So we have a little snapshot gallery.
Amazing.
Yeah. There's a picnic table.
Who did you have sex with?
Have you
on
done
the picnic
the
table?
quest line, The Brothers Seduction?
No.
Cannot recommend highly enough.
Okay, great. All I remember is all of you messaging me when I got the achievement for like.
Well, yeah, because we
sleeping
were
with
all
someone. And yet here we are,
Cathy
Liz
has
talking about all the
successfully rode.
characters she's bed in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes.
Yes,
Cassandra,
it doesn't
yes.
matter who it is. If I can bed them, I will.
That's pretty much how she rolls.
That's like my D&D character right now.
Really?
Yeah,
You
she's
have a
very
thirsty D&D
much
character?
modeled on the halfling from that book we read. Now I can't remember the name.
Oh, Rat Queens.
Yeah.
Sass and sorcery.
Humans, other races, I don't discriminate. It's great.
Yeah, bed is a loose term in this case.
Yes.
It's rarely in a bed.
Sometimes on a bench.
Once it was on an island.
Oh boy.
I know.
Did you meet that like guy who's like
The guy with the orgy and the goat and
Yes.
the olive oil? Yes. Yes, we did.
Okay, great.
Yes, we did.
Just checking.
Oh, we met him.
He's
in
very
so
sassy.
many
I was
ways.
very into it. I like that character.
Oh, he's fabulous.
Yeah. I was like, you're great.
Big points for this book. 9.7. A rave review from the Crosshair. Love it. Not sure. Gotta leave room for that 10. Man. We haven't read a perfect book yet, have we? I mean, I find the volume 1 of Saga is damn near perfect. I don't know if I have any problems with the first volume.
I honestly don't know. I don't like rating out of 10. I would rather just like list them afterwards, like which I liked the most, because I find it too hard to rate out of 10.
This is fair.
Because we also have a problem of like reading a lot of things that we like.
I don't think that's a problem.
It's not a
I don't see
problem.
that this is a problem.
It's
If
a-
every month
it's a
we read
non-issue.
book that we're like, oh, this is so good.
But that's why I have a hard time like giving them like a star rating, because I'm
Right.
like, I liked all of them.
it's hard to rank them for that reason
Yeah.
too. We have like 4-way ties.
That's true. A lot of the time. Like, Wallet likes that we read stuff you like. Yay!
Yay!
Could have used a better villain of sorts. That's the thing, though. Who is the villain? I don't know. There's like multiple people to
I
choose
guess
from
War
right now.
is the villain.
Yeah. If you want to, like, that high level, like, yes, it's War. But in terms of, like, can I point out a specific person that I'm like, this person is the worst? No, because there's many of them. Including Micah. Like,
Yeah.
she can be the fucking worst.
Yes.
She was gonna abandon all of them and be
She
like,
was gonna
not my
eat
problem.
that fox child.
Well, she ate the other fucking
Yeah.
child. Mind you, she wasn't aware that she did that, so, until after, which was really depressing.
When I originally read this book, says Monstress, the only reason I never recommended it is because this made me want to read more. It's got a lot to it, but I need so much more before rating or recommending it, I think.
That's a fair point.
Favorite of all book club choices in the art category. Actually, it might be mine too. I need to remember what we've... I think it's in Crosshair's Google Doc. Let me see. All right. What have we done? We've done Batman, Year One. Ooh, Sandman.
Sandman
Endless
was
Nights.
really good.
Fuck, that one was beautiful. V for Vendetta, Old Man Logan, Rat Queens, Tomboy, Saga, Mad Love,
Snot Girl,
Why
But,
Last Man.
Sandman and Endless Nights had the unfair advantage of having a different art style for each
That's
chapter.
true.
So,
And we had Sailor Moon, Marvel 1602, which was a really beautifully illustrated one. Wayward, Runaways, Captain Marvel.
Wicked and the Divine
Glitter
was really nice,
Bomb,
though. I must
Spider-Man,
say, I might have to
Battle
agree,
Angel.
though.
But I think I agree as well.
Oh,
think-
Mistrich, art, 10 out of 10. Tomboy had really good art, too. That's true. He did have really good art. Especially in the way it helps the world. It might be
And blends in the story. You're right.
very
yeah,
true.
Yeah, it was fucking gorgeous. Like I said, my only nitpick was it was hard for me to figure out what was going on in some moments.
Yeah.
But it was always beautiful.
But do you think if the story became more clear, it would be easier to understand the visuals?
Possibly. When I get to know the characters better, I'll start recognizing when they die.
Yeah.
And when they kill.
When they die.
Animosity? Let's look that up, Valkyrie. Hello, by the way. What is that?
I see a dog and I am sold.
One day, for no reason, the animals woke up. They started thinking, they started talking, they started taking revenge.
Oh shit!
What the fuck? Well, adding that to the list.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
God,
Added.
We have like so many.
We have so many. We have selected our next book.
True.
And it is from the list. Thank God. So maybe one day we will finish this list. Oh, Classroom Death. Oh, yeah. Classroom Death. And
Umbrella Academy,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
true. We could talk about how it ties into the show.
Okay, so we'll talk about our final impressions of this in a sec, I guess, but we'll say what we're doing next.
Yes.
So, the next book that we will be reading and discussing is... Want to do the honors, Cathy?
Ice Cream Man, Volume 1, Rainbow Sprinkles.
Just to go in the complete
So
opposite
let's
direction.
read the little sum up. So chocolate, vanilla, existential horror, addiction, musical fantasy. There's a flavor for everyone's misery. Ice Cream Man is a genre-defying comic book series featuring a disparate one-shot tale. Is it a one-shot? Tales of sorrow, wonder, and redemption. Each installment features its own cast of strange characters dealing with their own special Sunday of suffering. And on the periphery of all of them, like a twinkly music of his colorful truck, is the Ice Cream Man, a weaver of stories, purveyor of sweet treats, friend, foe, god, demon. The man who, with a snap of his fingers, that was too soon, lickety-split, can change the course of your life forever.
We're good, Crosshair. Done. So, yeah, that is the next one that we are going to read. So, Volume 1 is called Rainbow Sprinkles. And the date that we are going to be meeting, this is going to give us a nice long time to read this one, so a little over a month, is Sunday, June 2nd at 1 p.m. Sunday, June 2nd, 1 p.m. right here.
Back to the original time, because I won't have Greek Easter.
I thought Greek Easter was every month.
I wish. I'd be eating so much food all the time. It'd be so good.
So, yeah.
Final impressions?
Final impressions. I went from overwhelmed to intrigued to blown away by the art style to really wanting to know more. So I would gladly continue reading this series. It challenges me, and I like that.
Okay. I feel the same way. I think, like what we were talking about earlier, by discussing it, we kind of like started to understand better what was happening. And yeah, exactly the same. The art is fucking beautiful. I think the story is very rich, and I want to read more because I want to know what the fuck's going on, because they like planted some seeds right now and maybe like sprinkled some water on them, so I'm hoping to like get the plant in the next books.
Ooh.
Plant parallels. I don't know. The commentary from the author certainly adds to it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm really happy we read that. Mr. says beautiful art, so many factions, so much going on. Want to read more for sure. Crosshair, final note. I think Professor Tam Tam, former first record keeper of the Hisami Temple and learned contemporary of Namron Blackclaw, said it best. Good reads, y'all.
It was good reads.
It was good reads. You might even say it's goodreads.com.
Boo.
This month's book club brought to you by
Goodreads.com.
Goodreads.
It's not, but
It's
I mean,
not.
Goodreads, hit us up.
Yeah, we're here. We got you. So, that's it. And look at us coming in just under time.
I have enough time to walk to the bus stop and take a bus.
And
Go all the
eat
way to
some
Laval.
meats. Oh, so far.
Yep, that's why I'm like, we need to make this earlier.
Well, I have to. The fact that we're doing this allows me to get to Beanduck and do a self-tape for Mark Camacho.
Oh, tell him I say hey.
I will. I'll say it right in the middle of his take, too.
Okay,
So
great.
he's acting
Please
and
do.
we're recording.
Get this hey. I see him sometimes because he lives near where I work. It's great.
He's just moseying around the old port.
Sometimes.
Nice. Thank you for joining, everybody.
Oh yeah, recap like what else is being streamed.
Yeah,
this,
well,
weekend.
a metric shit ton of stuff. So today we have Changeling at 6. We're streaming it on John's channel. Then tomorrow we have Full Party at 7. Tuesday we have Friend Request at 6. And no Depth of Field this week because Eric is on vacation. Then Wednesday we have Cosplay Cave, 6:30.
Dope.
I think I got everything.
Dope. Thank you all
Thank
for
you
attending
all.
book club again and having some wonderful discussions with us. We wouldn't be doing this if you guys didn't show up. So thanks.
I mean, this is a true statement.
It is a true
fact.
statement. It's always fun to like read stuff and discuss it together. So thanks.
I mean, we've been going for 3 seasons and there's no end in sight.
No end. Oh God, help us.
We will see you all next time.
Bye.